2020 saw a number of really good games pretty much go unnoticed. Even though we saw some really massive titles released with the likes of Animal Crossing dominating the charts, however, these under-the-radar releases are pretty brilliant and worth looking into. So for all of you looking to explore some of the games that you might have missed out on, here's a handy list of 10 Nintendo Switch games that released last year and a lot of folk ain't aware of. Let's go! At number 1, Kliko is a successful Kickstarter project released just this December. It's this magical, girly kind of themed adventure that allows players to create their own character and then start running their own little cafe where they can help neighbors and NPCs with being nice and then get to explore a lot of things. It lets you customize the characters and cafes you get to work in, as well as like adopting little animals, and it's basically a pretty peaceful kind of game, I would say. The kind you want to just wake up in the morning and prefer instead of like whatever's out there. Alright, next up, for those of you who like tactic-based RPGs such as the Fire Emblem series, here's Mercenaries Blaze, Dawn of the Twin Dragons, which is a great contender for the genre with this lovely retro feeling to it. This game offers 2 different paths to one to take, along with a great variety of different classes and optional content such as additional battles for those who want a little bit more. It's got a solid gameplay as well, accompanied by a great soundtrack, and as you can see, some really good portrait artwork. The storyline of which has also its fair share of twists and turns as well, and what I would say is probably keep you guessing right up until the very end of the game. So, how's that for the story?
And Robot Pumpkin Games present.
The Innsmouth Case is a text-based adventure that also released this past December. It has previously released for PC, but due to its text genre, it actually really works better as a more mobile title, pretty much making the Nintendo Switch the perfect choice to go for it. This game is heavily inspired by H.P. Lovecraft and offers this comedy horror experience reminiscent of those choose-your-own-adventure kind of books. It's actually styled like a detective adventure, where all of the decisions that the player makes throughout the story have a lasting impact on the whole thing. There are actually multiple ways you can solve any case in this game, or just fail depending on your detective skills. So you could definitely go ahead and say there is plenty of replay value with this one.
Romance. And Hank, of course. You probably know him already. Come to Innsmouth, find out the truth, and crack the Innsmouth case, or fail miserably. Not once, not twice, not thrice, not... How many endings are there? 27?
A tale of courage and adventure.
Rookie released in October in 2020 and is an indie title that offers players an adventure with platformer and puzzle elements. Rookie follows this girl on her journey to save her family and sees her diving into the deep and magical world of folklore and legends, pretty much filled with strange locations and even stranger creatures. I went for this one for quite a while, and I can tell you it's a wholesome game and features a brilliant story as well, an interesting gameplay also, and some good puzzles. To be specific, this unique kind of graphics that actually infuses it all together and works pretty much like a charm. So.
Draw maps, collect curiosities, and chart your adventure. Unveil the story of tragic loss and the path to redemption. Confront Tuve's past. Explore her memories and learn the truth.
Originally a mobile game for Android and iOS, an expanded version of Part-Time UFO also released for the Nintendo Switch in October 2020. Now, for those of you who missed it, this game was developed by HAL Laboratory, best known for its work on the Kirby series, so unsurprisingly, several Kirby characters make an appearance in this one as well. And well, for the game itself, it's a puzzler adventure that sees you take control of a sentient UFO with a claw, who can then take on different kinds of part-time jobs that require it to grab items and place them into specific areas. Kind of game. To be honest, it's actually more fun than how I just described it. You give it a quick look, you'll see.
Passing a Joy-Con controller to a friend, you can perform jobs together. Besides taking on part-time work, there are other modes you can enjoy, including exploring ruins filled with treasure, stacking objects as high as you can, and more. Help the people of this world as a UFO.
So here we have a game called When the Past Was Around, which was actually released, and we never even came close to introduce it beforehand. It came out in December as well of 2020 and offers a well-crafted and emotional journey through a point-and-click puzzle game. The story of which focuses on a young woman who has lost her way in life and love until she meets this owl. You'd come to notice it features a stunningly beautiful artwork, actually accompanied by some really nice music as well, the puzzles of which are pretty challenging, and basically the combination of things here offers a great experience. But you don't really have to take my word for it. If you like, this one has a playable demo right now on the Nintendo eShop. For fans of Metroidvania games, Minoria over here is a great choice that features some pretty good crafted graphics, some beautiful music, and a great level design with fluid controls and actually an interesting storyline to go with. This game is actually meant to be a spiritual successor to Momodora series, and therefore it follows two sister nuns as they are sent to these ruins in order to rid the world of sinners. So you get to battle evil witches and then also strive to protect the innocent as well. But yeah, seriously, it's a good time. Spiritfarer released on the Nintendo Switch in August of 2020, and it's a gorgeous indie title with beautiful graphics and a simultaneously heartwarming and actually heartbreaking storyline that will probably stay with you for a while, for quite some time actually. It's an adventure game that has you taking on the role of this thing who has just become the ferryman that helps the souls of the deceased cross over to their next adventure or whatever's coming. So it kind of offers a laid-back gameplay where you can take time out to craft, gather, cook, learn, and do almost anything. There is a lot of other elements to this game as well, not that I can really put into words, and it's quite the adventure by its own. So you really need to check it out. It's one of a kind as well. Dicey Dungeons released for the Nintendo Switch in December also, having previously already released for PC and Mac the year before. It's perfect for the fans of tabletop games. It offers a deck building, roguelike experience with some absolutely adorable graphics. Dicey Dungeons' premise has the characters turned into dice on a game show where they're actually forced to battle their way through dungeons, all in the hopes of winning their freedom. It's a good one in this list. And finally, Sakuna of Rise and Ruin is the sole action JRPG in this list that released in November 2020 and features elements of both platformer and farming simulator. It basically follows a harvest goddess named Sakuna who's been banished from her home and is now tasked with taking care of a group of people. Sakuna of Rise and Ruin features some really great graphics and well-balanced gameplay, especially between the mix of the battling gameplay and the more relaxing farm management content that it has. It's pretty much one of a kind if you ask me. And if you haven't checked it out yet, this is definitely the one I would recommend. So
Watch the others, they'll never find this place.
Princess, this is no time for a royal nap.
All right, fine. Goddess, should we plant something in this field?
That would be us. That's all for now. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If there's anything you would like to know about these games, let me know about it in the comment section. If you like the video, don't forget to like. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, because that would be the best way to get more videos like this one. In any case, I will see you guys again very soon.